Welcome to the driver's seat. One of my favorite vehicles that we don't get in America is this 2026 Suzuki Jimny. About 5 years ago, it won World SUV of the Year. Not a big deal, but what is a big deal is this is a subcompact body-on-frame SUV. When you think about all the SUVs, not crossovers, but SUVs that we get in America, smallest one might be a 4Runner that's actually body on frame, maybe a Jeep Wrangler. We don't have anything this size. So what makes this so special is it builds on the heritage of the Suzuki Samurai from like 30 years ago. What made that vehicle legendary was its size, its narrowness, because when you go on trails, if you take a big Silverado or Tahoe or something like that, you're gonna scrape the sides with all the brush. With something like this Suzuki Jimny, you can go places those big SUVs can't, and it has one of the most capable off-road systems you can buy. I like how Suzuki has mounted the spare tire onto the tailgate here, and I also like this automatic door. So this is just a great way to get in and out of the vehicle. A lot of these cars have a lift gate that goes up, and sometimes people can't reach it. With the Suzuki, you don't have that problem. It's just a very practical vehicle. Now, it does have some drawbacks. It's not the biggest vehicle. It's pretty narrow inside. If you're broad-shouldered like me, you're gonna touch the window, probably gonna touch your fellow passenger, but overall, it's really comfortable, and it handles bumps and rocks like you wouldn't believe. This is like a little baby goat that'll go anywhere. So inside of the Jimny, you have analog gauges, which I love. And it just has a classic SUV feel to it. I think about my 1999 Toyota Land Cruiser. I think of this as like a baby Land Cruiser. All the off-road capabilities, not a bunch of nonsense going on, a bunch of digital screens. Yes, you do have a pretty good size, about a 10-inch infotainment screen, which is necessary by today's standards. But aside from that, it's really kind of old school with dials and switches. I love this. This is the kind of vehicle that's going to last for 20 years or maybe longer. So as mentioned, the interior space is by no means spacious, especially for someone who's more broad-shouldered, but it's a lot of fun to drive. See, that was a big speed bump we just went over, and it handled it just fine. If we would have been in a Sentra or Civic, that would have been a disaster. So it really does handle the rough roads. I mean, we're on a cobblestone road that is hard to cycle. When you're on a bicycle, this is not fun. But in this Jimny, no problem. One knock on this vehicle is that it does not have the greatest turning radius. You would think for a vehicle of this size that's meant to go off-road, you'd have a much better turning radius. Not the greatest, but it's small, so you can get away with it. Acceleration is, it's okay. But then again, it's a 1.5 liter four-cylinder engine that produces 103 horsepower, about 130 foot-pounds of torque. So it's not going to be the most powerful vehicle on the road, but it will just keep going. This thing is like I said, it's a goat. It will go anywhere, and I have the utmost faith in this vehicle. And I know I can go places with this Jimny that others can't. One of my favorite parts about the Suzuki is the suspension. It handles bumps quite nicely. We're just going over some curves here, nothing major. We've been over some mild rocks, and obviously all the speed bumps and cobblestone roads here in Puerto Vallarta are pretty impressive. When you're driving around in a normal vehicle like a Sentra or a Civic, you feel every bump. In this, it just absorbs all those bumps like you wouldn't believe. So for that reason, I love this vehicle. So it's great on-road, great off-road. It could easily handle some BF Goodrich KO3s. That's what I would do. Put some bigger wheels, maybe a small lift, and you got yourself an amazing off-road vehicle for not a lot of money. And when you think about all the places that a Jeep Wrangler or a Toyota Tacoma can't go, this place, keep it up. When you think about all the places that a Tacoma or a Jeep Wrangler can't go, this Jimny can. So this is one of those cobblestone roads I mentioned, and you can see it just handles the vibration flawlessly. This is a very impressive compact vehicle, and one that definitely belongs on American roads. It's very easy to maneuver. Yes, it doesn't have the greatest turning radius, but it's very easy to maneuver. Parking this versus parking an F-150 is night and day. And yes, we're here in Mexico and the roads are a little bit smaller, but you have full-size trucks here, full-size SUVs, so it's not like they don't exist, but I can tell you they're a lot harder to maneuver than this vehicle is. Now, getting one of these is pretty simple if you live in a country like Mexico, where you can actually legally buy one. You can only get it in one of really two configurations. There is a 3-door, or behind me this 5-door, and you can get it with an automatic or a manual. The automatic is about 90% of the take rate, so it's really hard to find a manual, but if you can, I highly recommend it. This one's an automatic, and the sky's the limit what you can do with it from there. I've seen these things lifted, obviously some bigger tires, different suspension, but overall you've got a great platform for around $27,000, $28,000 in US money. That is an amazing price. I really wish Suzuki would bring this, but they left this country about 10, 15 years ago, and they're just not coming back. When they left, they lost so much money. They said, we're done with the US market, and that's a shame, but I wish someone would make something very similar to this. I could see maybe next gen Nissan Xterra. I don't know. I'm just in love with this vehicle. It's definitely my favorite SUV that we cannot get in America, and one that we definitely need. Well, that's a wrap for the 2026 Suzuki Jimny 5-door. I'm Ron Doran. Thanks for watching. See you next time on The Driver's Seat.